back at it with another YouTube video. And yeah, today we're doing books that I've read in January 2021. I think I'm going to be doing this as like kind of like a series where I just talk about the books and comics that I've read in. I'm probably going to do these monthly, but it's going to probably transform into maybe every other month or something because this month was more of comic book heavy. Yeah, so yeah, that's so there's a lot more books, but I have a feeling for February there might be like maybe one or two books, maybe three. So I might do this again like March or maybe even February and just talk about it more often. But yeah, since I didn't want to make a video for all these different books on talking about them, I only talked about the ones that I really wanted to talk about. Um, so yeah, and I also want to mention that most of these are just the volume ones of the books because I wasn't getting them for free. So yeah, and they didn't have all of them. So yeah, you'll realize that when I'm talking about them. Thrawn one, you guys already knew that. That wasn't even read in January. That was read in like November or something like that. It was read a while ago. I just put it on this list. I'm also gonna give a rating out of 10. Great book. I'll give it probably an 8 out of 10 or maybe a 9 out of 10. Thrawn comic. It's a great way. It's basically the Thrawn book. It's like just it has visuals and it's much shorter. Um, I would recommend it if you're more of like a visual person and you don't have enough time to read through like a 400-page book. Um, I would recommend it, but yeah, if you have time, I would read Thrawn one if I were you, but or the actual book instead of the comic book. But yeah, I read that probably like an 8 out of 10. 9 and 10. Darth Vader number 1 from 2016. That was a really good book. Really enjoyed it. I think it was interesting to find out on the way Darth Vader figured out Luke was a Skywalker, which was pretty interesting. I would definitely give that book a 10 out of 10. It was really well done. I really enjoyed it. Next up, we have World War Hulk. Um, World War Hulk was really good. I made a video on it before too as well. I would give that a 10 out of 10. I read the complete series, so that's worth noting. Next up we have Justice League Rebirth, Volume 1, The Execution Machine. Sorry. Sorry, I just kind of choked on water there. But, yeah. Um, I would probably give this like 7 out of 10. I didn't really wasn't enjoying it too much. Next up is the Batman New 52 Volume 1 I Am Gotham. Um, yeah, it's gonna probably be a 7 out of 10. Just because I liked it for the most part, but just parts of it I didn't really enjoy because I'm not a huge fan of the Gotham characters, to be honest with you. I didn't really understand them too much. But yeah, next up is Superman Rebirth, Volume 1, Son of Superman. Personally, I didn't enjoy this. Probably like a 7 out of 10 as well. Flashpoint Paradox. Read the whole thing. I think I might make a video on it soon, but yeah, really good. Very similar to the movie, which I really like. There's just a few differences I've realized in it. But yeah, that's whatever. But I would probably give this a 10 out of 10. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Complete series read. The new 52, Volume 1, Court of Owls. Even though I just read Volume 1, I think I'll benefit from reading like the other volumes as well. So I might try and find them or whatever. So yeah, they were really good. I really enjoyed them. Highly recommend the Court of Owls one. I'm a huge fan of the Court of Owls. I think they're really cool villains for the Batman, and they're not too much villains like insane or something. They're more of like secretive society kind of thing, and highly recommend checking those books out. They're really good. I would probably give that 10 out of 10. It's really good. Teen Titans 2016 Volume 1. Damien Knows Best. Definitely interesting. Parts of it I didn't really understand. Like, for example, Tim Drake is dead. I didn't understand that part. So yeah, I would have probably benefited better if I knew what was happening. But other than that, I found it really interesting, especially with like Ra's al Ghul was pretty interesting. I really enjoyed it. Another 10 out of 10. Darth Maul Volume 1 was definitely a good comic. I would say 9 out of 10 just because some parts weren't that interesting, but it was interesting to see on exactly what it was like for Darth Maul before Phantom Menace, which was really well interesting. Next up is Star Wars Volume 1, Skywalker Strikes, and Star Wars Volume 2, Showdown on Spugner's Moon. Both those comic books got to be 10 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, they were like really good books. It was interesting to see what Luke was like between New Hope and Emperor Strikes Back, because I feel like we get a lot of content from afterwards and in between Emperor Strikes Back, and or actually we don't get much content, but I like how they got more content with that, and that was from the year 2016 as well. And I realized I forgot to add an actual um, something on this list, and that is the Aquaman New 52, the Aquaman New 52 Volume 1. I can't remember what the title's actually called, but yeah, this was my second time reading this book, and it was pretty good. I mean, I can't lie. It Most of these comics would be a little bit better if I read the other ones issues as well. But for the first issue, it was all right. Not a huge fan of it. I mean, that's just me. But if you're an Aquaman fan, you'll like it. Um, Very interesting in terms of introducing, I guess, new characters and stuff. But yeah. Currently this month in February, I am currently reading the second Thrawn book to the trilogy, and hopefully I'll read the third like in March or something. I do plan on then maybe reading the Ahsoka novel, as well as I'll probably read some more comic books if I have time. But yeah, I honestly don't know if I'll be doing one of these for February. I'll have to see where I'm at by that ending. Because I definitely could be reading more comic books and stuff if I was reading every day, but most of the time I usually read on weekends in my spare time or whatever, just because it's a lot easier. I have enough time to just sit down and read instead of like worrying about like having to work on YouTube stuff or school stuff or other stuff than that. But yeah. Comment down below what you guys thought of this list. What have you guys been reading? I'm curious to see. But yeah. Yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.